Greeny, Victor Wembanyama is the singular greatest prospect in NBA draft history.
He's extremely fast for his size, can block shot, can be a threat in the offensive end. He's unbelievable.
He is different. He gonna be special. One of the guys over there, I forgot who said it, told me that worst case scenario, he can be Porzingis. Worst case scenario, like if everything went wrong, he'd be Porzingis.
When I think about this kid right here, he seems to me to be a poor man's taller version of the great Kevin Durant. He's got ball handling skills. He's got a J. He's got a perimeter game. He can get to the hole. He has those skills.
This person is 7'4". LeBron James would be number 2 if he was the exact same age coming in the exact same draft. LeBron James would be number 2. That's how crazy this kid is as a prospect.
Who is Wemby? How high is his ceiling? I mean, he's already being called a generational talent and an alien. In this video, we'll be taking an in-depth look at his skill and potential to show why he's going to change the NBA forever. Well, the NBA is a league of giants, but the game hasn't been nice to the tallest players. In NBA history, there have been 26 players at 7'3" or taller, 2 who are currently active, Boban and Porzingis, and only 3 have made it to the Hall of Fame. Out of those 26 players, only 7 have gone on to have successful careers, and even then, 5 of them had to miss entire seasons or prematurely retire due to injuries. So, should the fans and NBA scouts be concerned about Wemby being prone to injury? Before worrying about Wemby's injury risks, let's discuss the upside of Wemby's size. Have you searched Victor Wembanyama's height on Google? Well, you should. It shows the answer of 7'4". However, it appears that may be wrong. Using this picture from 2 years ago as a reference, Purdue's Zach Edey can be seen on the far left at 7'4". The player on the far right is Chet Holmgren, who was listed at 7 foot at the time and is now registered as 7'1" by the Oklahoma City Thunder. By just looking at the photo, it's possible that Wemby is likely to be 7'5" or taller. Based on the data provided earlier, there's no denying that athletes at this height face a high risk of injury throughout their playing careers. Many fans are questioning Wemby's durability at the highest level, and reasonably so. His durability is vital to him changing the NBA, but we're going to share our thoughts on that later. Wemby's immense size gives him an unparalleled advantage on the court. He can use his 8-foot wingspan to block shots and snatch the ball away from opposing players, while his height allows him to dunk on defenders or shoot jumpers right over them. He has guard-like handles and a very fluid jump shot. Just look at this silky smooth one-legged three-pointer.
It up, Wembanyama trying to find some room. This is the running shot. Oh, and he makes it. Well, looked like he was almost playing for the foul. Wembanyama between the legs, off 1 foot.
In another clip here,
Albasi to Wembanyama stepping into a 3. He's got a lot of room and picked up. Wembanyama gets his team going here.
Wembanyama sinks a walk-away three-point shot reminiscent of Steph Curry's signature style. Have you ever seen a 7'4" act like that? I don't see Giannis doing that. Even the chef has high praise for him, saying he's like a 2K creative player. Every point guard that wants to be 7 foot. Cheat code type vibes. He's a solid talent. It's great to watch. We couldn't agree more with Steph. Wemby's a 7'4" sniper, and he proved that by putting on a spectacular show against the G League Ignite in October. He had a 37-point outing, connecting on 7 of 11 three-pointers, shooting 11 for 20 from the field, and adding 5 blocks and 4 rebounds to his total. His unique skill set was on full display as he blocked shots, rebounded, ran the floor, set screens, and scored when he wanted. He even played point guard on one possession. Just look at him here.
You ever seen a 7'4" guy bringing it up, starting things at the point?
Ralph Sampson. We did see it in the 80s. We didn't see it often, but we did see it.
Bringing the ball up the court and then crossing over for a layup like a guard. That's nasty, people. Despite his amazing performance, the Ignite beat the Metropolitans 115-92, with Scoot Henderson, currently the consensus number 2 pick, leading the way with 28 points and 9 assists. After playing his first game in NBA rules, Wemby stated, "It was a great experience. A great experience," Wembanyama said. "I can't wait to do it again. I know we'll do it again in 2 days, and then for the rest of my life." 2 days later, Wemby didn't disappoint. He showed all the tricks in his bag yet again during the second game against Ignite. He put forth a monstrous effort to propel Metro to a 112-106 victory, racking up 36 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks. He was playing both ends of the court to perfection. He was knocking down threes, hitting mid-range shots, catching alley-oops, swatting shots, and the list goes on. This man can do everything. The way he moves is special to watch. In the 2 exhibitions, he scored 73 points on 22 of 44 shooting and hitting 9 three-pointers. He also had 15 rebounds and 9 blocked shots. He shot 50% from the field and three-point line, and even 71% from the free throw line. All across the NBA, people have been attempting to draw comparisons between players such as Porzingis, Ralph Sampson, and Tim Duncan. But the truth is that Wembanyama is an entirely unique player and doesn't fit perfectly into these comparisons. He's one of one. With his combination of offensive and defensive prowess, Wemby is almost like a combination of Kevin Durant and Rudy Gobert. So much sauce. Executives in the league already strongly believe Wembanyama has the potential to be inducted into the Hall of Fame and may become one of the greatest players ever. Even NBA stars like LeBron James commented on Wemby's game. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. No one has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful as he is on the floor. He's for sure a generational talent, LeBron James said. Despite all the praise he's been given for his performance, Wembanyama knows it's too soon to label him as anything. It's undeniable that Wemby is a unique talent, but let's try to compare his skill to that of an NBA player he's faced off against. How does Wemby measure up against a proven NBA athlete? What similarities can be drawn between Wemby and Chet Holmgren? Well, Holmgren and Wembanyama have a lot in common when it comes to their playing style. Both have tall, long builds, are adept at ball handling, can make shots, and use their towering height to their advantage. So how do the two match up? Let's take a look at their performances in their most recent encounter at the FIBA Under-19 Basketball World Cup 2021 Finals. At that time, Holmgren was 19, Wembanyama was 17. Team USA won the tournament, snagging a 2-point victory in the championship game, 83-81. Chet Holmgren was the MVP. He was a beast. He averaged 11.9 points, 6.1 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 2.7 blocks per game in just 21.4 minutes. Joining Chet Holmgren on Team USA was Jaden Ivey, the 5th overall pick in the 2022 draft, Kenny Lofton Jr., the team's leading scorer who went undrafted, and Patrick Baldwin Jr., the 28th pick who was selected by the Golden State Warriors. That Team USA was stacked, but this 17-year-old phenom went to town on Team USA. Wemby was an unstoppable force. He scored 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 blocks. Despite Team USA's best efforts, he couldn't be contained until he fouled out with less than 3 minutes left to play. This proved to be a major turning point as France scored 7 more points than the US during the minutes Wembanyama was on the court. Had he not fouled out, the 17-year-old may have beaten the heavily favored USA team. Wemby walked away with a silver medal and an impressive stat line of 14 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.7 blocks in 22.5 minutes per game. Victor is undeniably a defensive powerhouse, with an average of 5.7 blocks during that tournament as a 17-year-old. That's insane! Rudy Gobert, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, has spoken highly of him, saying, "He's unique, something the world has never seen. He's taller than me, longer than me. He can space the floor, he can pass, but he also wants to play defense, and he just loves to win." And now we're ready for the durability conversation. Wemby held his own physically against Holmgren in their matchup, but it wasn't too long after that Holmgren got sidelined for his entire rookie season for a foot injury, calling into question his durability. Well, there are a couple huge reasons why we don't think that's going to be a problem for Wemby. First, he grew up playing soccer and practicing judo before concentrating on basketball. Both of these sports train complete body awareness, footwork, and using leverage. These are foundational to long-term injury prevention. Further, for the last 3 years, Wemby has seen the best knee, back, and foot specialists to assemble his treatment plans to increase his longevity. And he hasn't touched the weight room yet. His fluidity comes by a full-time person helping him stretch and activate his muscles safely, and not tightening his long body with heavy lifts yet. Imagine him when he's finished growing, getting the best nutrition, training, and recovery money can buy. If this pans out, we think Wemby could be in a league of his own. His highlights speak for themselves. He's different, and should he stay healthy, fill out, and maintain his fluidity, he could dominate on the floor in ways we have never seen. Soon, he will be taking the NBA by storm. After all, we're just here to tell you that Victor is not just the best prospect since LeBron James, but he's the best prospect ever. Like Richard Jefferson said,
LeBron James would be number 2 if he was the exact same age coming in the exact same draft. LeBron James would be number 2.